All right, now we're going to go into exercise 6, which is going to be projections. And this exercise is really, we're going to assume you guys, you're brand new owners, right? So you don't have an organization yet, you're starting from scratch. Now, if you were an existing owner and had volume and partners and put all of that, this exercise would be great because you're going to fill out exactly what your organization is producing now.
Okay.
And then it's going to show you the difference if you actually apply the shopping annuity doing what we just did. So we're going to treat this as you guys are brand new and what to fill out in this projection. All right? So here's how I do this for a new owner. That the shopping annuity, obviously you went through how much your monthly spend is worth in BV, how much you spend online, all of that money that can be redirected. That you see here on the right hand side. It actually shows you your calculated in previous exercises that each one of us has something different. It shows 2,000 BV a month or 500 BV a month. Do you guys also see the IBV? That was from your going through all the spending and categories. That is projected there as well.
So it's pretty. Would you like to click the replace above with my averages?
Nope, you're actually going to keep that. I like to keep it the same for this exercise.
Okay.
Above that, you're going to see what the average person could produce in the shopping annuity. So in this, it's 500 BV and 200 IBV. All right, so that is what the average family who makes $56,000 after taxes that redirects this money is actually going to produce. You can actually see yours might be a little higher. Okay, so we're going to keep that just separated. Sound good?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now, if you look here on the left-hand side, it's going to say, all right, why don't you input your current monthly organization average? And if you did have an organization, you would actually put in monthly what you're producing, BV and IBV on the left and right. Because you're new, we're going to assume that we're going to project what it looks like to do the shopping annuity with an organization or what it looks like to not do the shopping annuity with an organization the way really people had to do this in the past.
Okay.
So if you look on the left-hand column, it actually shows you total number of owners. Do you see that? Mm-hmm. What I have new people put there is put an organization of 40 people on the left and 40 people on the right.
Okay. 001?
Yep. So what we're doing is we're projecting out 3 years. It's not going to happen overnight. We start with finding our first 2 partners and then going through the basic 5 and building an organization. So we're fast forwarding to say, hey, this is going to be in place in about 3 years. What we're going to show in this current monthly organizational average is what people did on a low-end scale, what they were required or what they were doing on a monthly basis without the shopping annuity. And that was around 50 BV and 10 IBV of what they used to do. So we're going to now take 40 people times 50 BV on average, which is 2,000 BV monthly. So why don't you put 2,000 BV on the left and 2,000 BV on the right.
This is cool. So we can see the difference between like a minimum thinking and actually doing the shopping annuity.
Exactly.
Right.
And then for IBV, you're going to times 10 times 40, which is 400. So this is on a minimal mindset. People who did not agree to necessarily say, well, I agree that I spend all this money and they just haven't yet redirected it over through shop.com on the things that we already agreed that it's a no-brainer to do that, right?
Right.
So what we're going to do is total number of completed assessments. We're going to assume the group wasn't willing to do this up to this point. So we're going to put 0 on the left and right.
Okay.
And then on the total number projected, we're going to actually put 40 on
40.
the left and right. You with me?
I'm with you.
So what this is going to now do, it's going to take a minimal mindset of people that were just happy spending in stores and an organization just doing the minimal versus now having the shopping annuity for the average family and what the difference is going to be projected out once you hit next.
All right, so click in next.
Yep. And that'll then load, okay, is year 1 projection. If you did not decide to shop through yourself and you decided to still spend money in stores and not redirect it, you'd be earning year 1. What was that projection for current earnings?
$3,600.
So $3,600 on an organization of 40 people on the left and right. Not too exciting. Right? Would you agree?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now taking the exact same organization without having them spend any additional money, but simply take what we just identified and move it through our own branded products, move it through shop.com and buy it by tracking everything through the shopping annuity, the same organization would then produce how much?
$104,400 per year.
Wow.
And taking that over a 10-year, it even shows you now you're over $1 million and just redirecting that spending. So really, the shopping annuity is not just a little bit better; it's a whole new ball game. You know what I mean? So, and the funny thing is, it takes the same amount of work for the minimal mindset as it does to just say, "Hey, let's get smart and move these margins back to our business," because it's it's $100,000 difference doing it that way.
I mean, that's insane. We're spending this money anyway.
Yeah.
We're spending this money anyway. We're all unfranchised owners. So do we want to be an unfranchised owner that doesn't redirect spending and makes $3,600 a year after year? Or do you want to redirect our spending as a group and make six figures a year later?
Yeah.
Powerful.
It's very powerful.
Yep.
Amazing.
All right, so let's go through, because also in this projection is going to go through converting existing spending to your exclusive brand. So based on all of the activities we've already done, it now has all these items where you can actually click on each one, identify which ones you want to start switching over so you can add to your weekly spend.
Yeah, and what's really nice about this too is, you guys, it's not just giving us a list of all of the products. We can actually go ahead and add them to our auto ship queue, or we can just purchase the products right there. So remember, we went through and we were thinking, okay, we spend money in this industry, we have this exclusive brand. It's right there, it's clickable, it's orderable, and we can add it to an auto ship.
And to me, that's simple. You want to start with things like, okay, I use laundry detergent in our family. I have to buy it once every 4 weeks. So you should take that opportunity to just say, hey, I'm going to create an auto ship of laundry detergent, fabric softener, whatever you're using, so that you can automate it without thinking about it, because that's money in the bank.
Saving your time, right? Same thing right here when it's going through the exercise that talks about our major. We chose health and nutrition, and so it's putting all of those products there. And again, we can either add it to an auto ship so that we know that those products are showing up, or we can just create a my list so that we just have a nice easy reference point to go back in and check it out.
Right. This is one of my favorite,
Yes.
is stores to order from. So we went through all the things we spend money on, right? All itemized. And what it shows you now, and this is really updated all the time. So if you do this assessment again, it's going to show you the stores that could, if you have to buy things for housing or things to clean your house, car, whatever, you can identify that category, and it's going to show you the stores that we have partnered with us that pay you the most, the highest percentage.
Wow.
So if this changes
This is very
tomorrow or
cool.
the next day, it's always going to push the highest percentage. Again, if you're going to spend $100, you want to get the most amount of volume and cash back. This does it automatically for you.
I mean, it just saves a ton of time. I mean, things like cleaning filters, we're saving the time by not having to go to the store. But before, we'd have to go to the website and search, okay, which stores actually provide cleaning filters and which one's gonna have the highest cash back, which one's gonna have the highest IBV. This one is going to actually do that filtering for us, and then you can just click on go to store and you're right there.
Right. So this is great. Because we have so much, I always say pick a few of these main categories and choose the first one or two to then decide that's where you're going to spend your money. So, hey, this week I'm going to now use that store to buy my groceries.
Right.
And now that's money coming into my shopping annuity instead of going to a store that doesn't pay me.
And one other thing I want to mention, you guys, is obviously this is a living, breathing document, because the way that we live changes, right? So sometimes we might find that we're spending more money in some areas and less money in others. You can go back in and edit what you have input in here at any time. And again, like Ryan said, it's going to automatically update for us with our product recommendations and store recommendations.
Right, exactly.